Sherbarium is almost to come out, and the environment around Shiba Inu is changing increasingly. It makes sense for this to happen, given how critical the Layer 2 blockchain will be to the complete Shiba Inu community. But the Australian ECENT changes are likely the ones that no one was ready for or anticipated. Since of this you would like to keep observing this motion picture to know what's going on. Hi and welcome to Affluent Coin, your day-by-day dosage of Shiba. Typically, the put for you in the event that you want to know almost all the most recent news and forecasts within the crypto trade and are curious about anything that needs to do with Shiba. Sign up to induce more dispatch stories. Make beyond any doubt you press, like getting right to the point. For a number of days Shiba's cost wasn't doing so well. Things looked like they would as it were get way better after an awesome begin to the year. But whereas the cost of Shiba's begun to go down, in other words the cost of the token dropped a bit because it went through an alteration. Specialists said that things appear to be getting way better, and the token is presently offering over a key back level. Not everything is misplaced. Still indeed, though the Shiba's cost is exchanging over that back level right presently, it seemed conclusion the week underneath that level or over it, just like it might conclusion the week over that level. Indeed, in spite of the fact that no one can say for beyond any doubt which way the Shiba's cost will go, specialists say that we might be able to urge a sense of it by looking at the company's cost history over a longer period of time. Being Crypto says that innovation specialists for the another 6 hours think that the price of Shiba will go down. The cost of Shiba should before long begin going up again. Though it looks just like the drop was fair in alteration, the is still stressed that Shiba might not be able to recoup from the drop and instead enter a bear advertised run. So indeed, in spite of the fact that it might look scary, this doesn't got to be a terrible thing to start with. Keep in mind that typically fair expectation and not articulation of reality, since she is almost to wed him. Shiba may fair keep pushing forward. This could be getting to be much more vital. 2 blogs have as of now been sent to us. Within the end, you might need to keep in mind that the genuine stage shouldn't be too distant absent once you choose if the cost of dispatch will go up or not. Moment indeed, in spite of the fact that Shib's cost keeps going down, you might need to see at it as a chance. The price for the next day dumps are a great way to induce into any advertise, since you'll be able either get a parcel more for a parcel less, like with Shib, or you can at last afford it. So rather than leaving the environment, you might need to think approximately stockpiling, particularly since the discharge of dispatch could cause prices to rise. Get hitched to him. You should not miss that. That being said, I need to create it clear that typically not money-related counsel, it is exceptionally vital. Simply do your ponder before you spend any cash. Be beyond any doubt that whales have been accumulating amid the cost drop. Keep in mind that as you go, most of the time these buyers can purchase as numerous tokens as they need, since they have a parcel of cash. Sometime recently, making speculations they see into them. Ordinary buyers ought to pay consideration in case they are sticking up on transport amid this time again, in spite of the fact that this is often not exhortation around cash. When we conversation approximately whales, Schreiber just bought a whale that weighs 90 billion SHIB, which is around $1 million. This can be astonishing on its own, but what's even more astonishing is that this is often not the whales to begin with. SHIB buy in the final week. At the moment this whale has more than 19 trillion SHIB tokens, which are worth more than $252 million. There are other whales as well, in spite of the fact that in fact Shiba Inu is the finest cryptocurrency holding among the top 100 Ethereum chain buyers right presently. They own SHIB, which is worth a add up to of around $650 million. In truth, this number has remained the same, even though costs have changed. This shows that Shib is still a great way to favor it among other things. Possibly, they are looking forward to the discharge of Sherbarium just as much as the rest of us. One thing that has worked within the past is buying dispatch and holding up for a huge occasion. There's no reason why it can't work once more in 2020, and speculator chosen to require a chance on dispatch. It turned out to be their best and likely as it were chance to become an extremely rich person. This individual put $3,400 into something that might have been difficult to deliver up, but in fair 14 months $3,400 had developed to $1.55 billion. That it happened was because the owner chose to hold on. In August 2020, the cash was put in a brief time after Shiba Inu and the 9-digit token were presented. This investor could have given up and pulled back their money. Instead, they chose to remain contributed within the environment, and it paid off in a way that as it were happens once in a lifetime. I think you presently have the truth in the event that you wanted to know if Shib could somehow make people rich. Don't take after this, in spite of the fact that as it isn't financial exhortation, before making a decision, it's exceptionally important that you just do your possess, inquire about you have the money on the line here. If you don't mind, leave a review and tell your companions around the video on the off chance that you found it exceptionally accommodating. When it comes to the YouTube calculation, it's truly great and makes a difference. Me keep making the recording superior still to keep talking approximately the cost of transport. I as of now said that the arrival of Shibarium is expected to form things superior dispatch ought to rapidly begin making a part more money. It would be superior on the off chance that we may lower the cost of transport bargains and cut down on the sum of dispatch that can be burned, but Binance entry might get things going. Indeed, sometime recently that I am mindful that Binance as of now has dispatch, but the other Shiba Inu coins aren't on that list. In expansion, a Bone listing may happen soon because of the part that Bone is meant to play on the site. It has something to do with the dispatch of Shibarium, and the Shiba armed force would be excited if this listing happened. Bone is additionally friendlier. Because of this, getting listed on Binance is a huge bargain for any coin. The Shiba Inu community is the only group that doesn't seem to be considering approximately Bone as a possible. Posting a tweet not long back said usually huge sources say that Binance will add Bone Shiba to its showcase in the another 2 to 3 weeks. Bone, which is one of the world's beat 100 coins, will as it were be utilized for Shibarium. We broke the primary story about Shiba's Coinbase entry a long time prior. That last sentence was included by the Twitter page that shared the message because they knew that numerous individuals would discover it hard to acknowledge. The page isn't official, however, so if you don't mind, take this with a grain of salt until we hear something official. However, if Binance includes Bone, it will be great for Shiba within the space underneath. Please tell us in case you concur or disagree. Finally, indeed, in spite of the fact that Shiba might not be feeling well, market cap says that both Bone and Leash are putting on great shows. Bone is presently one of the top 100 cryptocurrencies, and Leash's cost has just gone up by an amazing 60%, putting it at around 700 right. Presently, they believe chain has a clear way to success. $1.0. You said today that if the token breaks above that level and remains there, there might be a response that sends it to test levels near to $1,000. There are a few things that make this situation likely. The primary is that there aren't any clear impediments on the token's chart between $700 and $1,000 for case. When Leash was moved back from $700, it went up by more than 160%. In fair 2 weeks, chain doesn't have as much punctuation as Shiba and Bone. One reason is that 2 other tokens within the Shiba Inu community are playing a role. Please share your ideas in the space below for comments. In spite of the fact that is Leash really going to make more than $1 million before long? The date is over. To see our most current recordings, keep in mind to give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to the channel.